Hello and good morning. It is day 2 of our Everest Base Camp trek. As you can tell, I'm pretty cold here this morning, but we actually had a really good night's rest and sleep, and we are ready to take on the second day of the trail. Quick recap of what we've got up to so far. Yesterday we flew from Kathmandu into Lukla Airport. We then done a nearly 4 hour trek to the town of Phakding, where we spent last night. Today we are up again at around 7:30. We've just had a bit of breakfast and got warmed up, and we have roughly around a 2 to 3 hour walk now to the town of Josali, where we'll be getting lunch. We then have another 2 to 3 hours until we make it to the town of Namche Bazzar, where we'll be staying in the next 2 nights after that. So we have quite a walk to do today. It's going to be a wee bit more challenging. We have roughly about 800 meters of elevation to do as well, but we are well prepared for it. I'm hoping I'm going to warm up once I start walking, so let's get this day kick started.
So we are just coming up to our first bridge of today. We're actually going to be walking alongside the river and zigzagging across it, going across loads of different bridges. So I'm really excited. Here we go. Oh, listen to that water.
This is amazing, this is so beautiful. And we just learned that the Nepali people actually call a bridge pool. And that's like basically their equivalent to like the English word bridge. Very fun.
If this shot's a wee bit sticky, I apologise. The bridge is quite wobbly.
This is my story.
Rush hour on the highway. Beep beep. And this poor little guy's getting left behind. Go on, buddy, keep going. You'll make it. I believe in you.
Even in the mountain, everybody needs some sport in their life. And right over here, we've got a wee football pitch and a wee volleyball court. Not your usual type of pitch or court that you would see, but yeah, very cool to see. And there is quite a few kids and teenagers kind of floating around this wee kind of town area we're in as well. So yeah, I would love to see a couple of ones out playing. Never know, might even get a wee game of football over the next couple of weeks. That'll be loads of fun.
And if you're looking at a little bit of luxury in the mountains, there's even a mountain resort.
The ground is so frosty. Do not slip. No falling today.
So whenever you're actually walking along the trail here, you walk through so many wee kind of village areas, loads of wee houses, and there's loads of actual like tea houses, wee bars, wee bakeries as well, and different places you can go in and get warm and rest. And it's way more developed than we ever expected it to be. The place we stayed at last night, Phakding, had like an Irish bar, it had a snooker club, big pool tables and stuff. And yeah, I couldn't believe it. And the bakeries, man, there's just bakeries everywhere. Something we did not expect, but Laxman, our guide, has just told us there that all of this kind of development is only new roughly this past like 10 years or so, and that before that, when people came to do the trek, they came and stayed in tents, and it was just a very, very different situation. But I suppose it's great to see. It makes a bit of business for the locals. They're able to get some money for people staying in their guest houses or their accommodations, making them food, drinks, whatever it may be. And there's shops as well, loads of wee shops. And then it's good for the tourists and the trackers as well, because it makes your trek a lot easier and more comfortable. You can get a decent night's sleep inside, and you can get a lot of good food along the way, so it's a win-win for everybody.
Hello, buddy. We've got a few friends with us, haven't we? Hello.
Woo, it's getting a wee bit chilly, but I've had to take the big coat off because I was also sweating in it, and my ears are cold, so I've had to get my headband out as well. But it's all good. Whenever you're walking, you warm up. But we just stopped for a wee quick water break there, and that's why we're a wee bit cold, so we're gonna have to keep going.
And I've just spotted this big block of ice right there. That's how cold it is.
Today we have a lot of steps, and I'm slightly out of breath, but we're just taking it at a really nice slow pace, and it's okay. It's just a little bit tiring.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
Stampede. Woo! And there's always one. Come on, buddy. So we've just stopped off at the next permit office. This is where we get our permit to enter through the national park. And I'm pretty sure we don't have to stop at any more permit offices. Is that correct? This is the last permit office we stop at before we go to base camp. So yeah, you only have to get 2 different permits at 2 different offices. So we're doing well, and I could do with a break. Wow. And just like that, we have entered into Sagarmatha National Park. Sagarmatha actually translates in Nepali to Everest. So this is Everest National Park, and we are so excited to be here. Our guide sorted out all of our permits there, and if you're doing a trek with a trekking company, they sort all of these things out so you can have a stress-free and enjoyable trek. We're doing this trek with Himalayan Spirit Adventure, and they have been absolutely fantastic. Me and Owen have just been able to walk along and enjoy the day and take everything in without having to worry about all these little things. So we have just made it to the time where we're going to be having lunch, and to be honest, I'm not even that hungry, but I'm hoping when they give me the menu, that'll change. That's lovely.
Very nice. Ooh, okay, so our lunch has just come down. I can't believe the food in the mountains here. It is actually
The choices have been so much. Like
crazy.
we were expecting to only get dalbat, which is like a local Nepali dish here.
like rice and curry, basically.
And we have had so much choice.
So like we went for lunch, we went for some tomato pasta and cheese. Check that out. In the middle of the mountains, man.
So
Can't believe it.
And then an actual plate of
Homemade
chips.
chips, like full
Homemade
homemade chips. I can't believe it, what a lunch. So we're going to tuck into these, get them into us, get fully rebooted and energized, and then get back walking, because I think we still have another maybe 3 or 4 hours to go today. Awesome!
Woo! So that is us all finished up lunch. I am so full, so we're going to go and get our bags back on. Thank you.
Oh, good man. Ready to go again. Stuffed.
A bit further.
Okay, so up next we are heading to this top bridge up here. They call it the Hillary Bridge, and it looks pretty goddamn high. But I'm very excited to go across it. Oh, let's go.
These steps up to this bridge are tough, to say the least. And I think because we're just after lunch, we're finding it more difficult, and I'm starting to get a bit of a stitch. But I do believe we're up all the way till our next town of Namche. So we gotta push on. Come on, doggo.
Looks like we're gonna have to get a move on. We have some friends following behind. Traffic jam! I'm holding up the traffic. These stairs are getting the better of me today. I'm struggling slightly, and it's only day 2. Wow.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. And there she is, her first glimpse of the big guy. That right there is Mount Everest. And wow, it's still far away, and it's so white.
We're nearly there. Woo.
The last stretch now. Welcome to Namche.
and we have made it to the town of Namche Bazzar. This is where we are going to be staying tonight and also tomorrow night, because we have an acclimatation day tomorrow, which is to make sure our bodies adjust properly to being up at this height and this altitude. So we're going to be doing a wee bit of exploring of the area tomorrow. It's currently really bloody cold here, like freezing cold. There's loads of ice everywhere, and if you can see behind me, this is actually the town, but there's just loads of fog and cloud coming in at the moment, which is making it a lot colder. But what a second day even, sorry. It has been great. It was slightly difficult, but we made it nonetheless, and we can't wait to go again tomorrow and explore more of this town. It's kind of clearing behind me a wee bit now, but it's still bloody very cold, so hopefully we will see you tomorrow.